Hey folks, welcome back to Let's Play Xuan Yuan 7. There may or may not be a sword in there. I'm the Mysterious JG. The currency of Jin. Wang Mang abolished the currency of the Han Dynasty and formed the currency system, reformed it 4 times, permitting the private minting of coins, but the constant changes currency system eventually destabilized the market. Yeah, that was kind of a thing. Like, once you were emperor, you could just, like, make people do stuff, which may or may not have been a good idea. Wang Mang had he wasn't trying to be a terrible ruler. The idea of a tyrant is an interesting one in ancient China because the emperor is like the son of heaven. He's a god on earth. So how can one emperor be more tyrannical than another? None of them represent like democratic values, right? So the 2 tyrants I'm familiar with, and it's all from playing video games, are Wang Mang, and a little bit of reading, but it's Wang Mang, who was the tyrant in this game, and then Dong Zhuo was considered a tyrant, and then sometimes the word tyrant is applied to Cao Cao. So Dong Zhuo and Cao Cao were both, figures from the 3 kingdoms. And Wang Mang is actually earlier in Chinese history than that, because he's like, someone is considered a treacherous, vile figure and a tyrant in the 3 Kingdoms novel, they will be compared to Wang Mang, the usurper. But in pretty much all those cases, they were considered, like, Wang Mang, I think, names himself emperor? He definitely usurps the emperor. And they're talking about his, like, whoa, we have $0? Wow. Okay, we managed to get ourselves down to 0 Yuan or whatever. But, yeah, I mean, if you're in a completely non-democratic society where a wise and just ruler is still a dictator, and they talk about the policies of Wang Mang and how they led to ruin and stuff, like, he's one of these guys, he lost the support of the nobles. It's not all about being all democratic. Sometimes it's like, there's different classes within the country and you've lost the support of wealthy and powerful families that are landed. Blah, blah, blah. What point was I getting at? I guess the point I was trying to get at is history is written by the winners, and Dong Zhuo was overthrown fairly quickly, but was considered a tyrant. And the things that they talk about in the novel, like, if they happened, he was a real son of a bitch. Like, a lot of stuff about people being disfigured in a public place to put fear into the hearts of people, and sending his troops out to massacre a village of civilians and hang the heads of the men on carts and say that they had gone out killing bandits and other stuff. But, like, the book will mention Dong Zhuo doing those things, but in the same breath, the writer seems more upset by the fact that he walked, upright, wearing a sword in the imperial city and in the presence of the emperor, rather than, in the emperor's presence, you're supposed to kowtow, and there's this kind of shuffling around on the knees walk you're supposed to do. You're not supposed to stand upright in the presence of the emperor. And they'll be more upset by that stuff than anything else. Cao Cao was considered a tyrant just because he bullied the Han emperor. But Cao Cao's rule, like, from a, how did the economy fare? How was social justice, like, I'm not saying he was liberal in any sense, but, like, yeah, the economy did well. Men of ability were elevated rather than just coming from specific families. He was considered a capable ruler, but he was still considered a tyrant because he didn't pay attention to, the mores of respecting the emperor. So Wang Mang is this terrible tyrant. But basically, it's because he got overthrown rather than establishing a new dynasty in the long term, because his economic policies didn't work very well. And he fought costly wars against foreign barbarians where prior rulers would have just paid some of the barbarians off. And therefore, he was overthrown before he was around long enough to establish himself as being, like, the legitimate ruler, and therefore he's remembered in history as being a tyrant. So this game, on the other hand, he's a tyrant because he has an army of guys who wear blue-green and use robots made of clockwork, and also they happen to have killed the protagonist's parents. So That makes them pretty tyrannical. But anyway, we've kind of had 2 whole videos over the last week where we didn't have any action. We just did a lot of purchasing and then some plot dialogue. But we came out of it with no cash, but we do have Ultima Wappets. The best possible, well, not armor, but we got the best weapon as far as the shaft and the hilt and the blade itself, and the same goes for our super pals. She's got a clockwork arm, which has the best possible, I don't know, would that be elbow, hands, and I'm drawing a blank forearm. I'm drawing a blank on the name of the part of the arm between the elbow and the wrist. She's got ultimate forearm, hand, and elbow technology, I think, and of course she is like, I don't know what her various parts are, but she's got the best possible ones. So everyone has the best weapons they could have, not necessarily the best armor, and we're like second to last tier of accessories, I think. But overall, like, switching to the wolf stance, which does a lot more damage to single targets, was really helpful against these boss fights where I was doing poorly. And we haven't had trouble in a little while with a mob of regular enemies fight. Although those have been painful in the past sometimes as well. But I think we're ready to get on with the story here. So let's talk to Liu, whichever. Liu Guy. Are you ready? Ready and prepared. Head to Mount Yao. Yeah, this is like a point of no return, it looks like. I wonder if I have to do, I wonder if I have to do the DLCs from this save. I better not save over it. MOA studies geometry. Concept of end, line, area, and acupoint. Exists in MOAism classics Mojing is similar to point, line, surface, and polygon in geometry. Interesting. Point, line, surface, polygon. I know what a point is, I know what a line is, and I know what a surface is. So what's the difference between a polygon and is a polygon a collection of surfaces? Actually, I'm not sure what the mathematical definition of a polygon is. Because I'm thinking in 2 dimensions. Oh, like a polygon would be a shape. But when they say surface first, surface implies like, yeah, like a rectangle, like 4 points might be a rectangle if it's connected by 4 lines, and then the surface, yeah. Maybe the mathematical definition of polygon requires a 3-dimensional object. I don't know. It is a bit ripe. I'm not certain of anything, Japan, so just deal. I don't recognize the sound of that talking parrot. Just because they got green on, sir? Well, okay. Especially because our fucking parrot won't shut up. Shut up. Well, we would have been crushed by the fish army. Fish army is like the kiss army, but fishier and less kissy. That's like the generic pose, but he came in from directly above. He'd been hovering there like a helicopter. Why can't you come in further? Help us! We need more party members. Yeah, might be. Basically, yeah, that's the path you have to go on. Like, if you try to go anywhere else, you'll find out that it's a very linear game, as it has been always up to this point. Thank you, I understand. We're just gonna stand here. Like, one of you could, like, sell potions and shit. Leech can come strong. Must strategize carefully. Go hard all day, all night. Well, anyway, we got a new save point, so let's hit it. Let's read, see if we got dialogue.
吉朋大王既是墨家老前辈，应当也与其他前辈们相熟。可否和我说说过去墨家之事？
Yeah, I can tell you about the history of the fish wars.
多着了，小辈想听谁的事儿啊？
比如白鱼祖师。
Grandmaster Bayou Billy?
啊，小白。
He originated the whipping techniques.
原来大王口中的小白就是沙漠的祖师。
他的机关术可是优秀的很，
Clockwork
设计
house.
出的机关物特
It's a
别精
dollhouse.
良。
Or...
你们上山的大寨肯定也是他的精心之作。就是人太倔，明明想见大小姐一面，
His young
最终
mistress,
还是
hey.
嘴硬着不愿再见。
Say.
师祖与夫人也是相识的。
You mean young mistress like he was cheating on his wife, or was she like a dominatrix type mistress?
只是对于墨学、对于机关术，
He invented all sorts of clockwork chastity devices. He was an
大
SM.
王倒是不讨厌他，总还是个认真的小鬼嘛。
Okay, I talked over. Well, it might have been some important characters. Oh, Travels, Grandmaster Bayou Billy. If you'd like to see Bayou Billy played in Let's Play form, check out with the Vultures channel. Grandmaster Bayou Billy. I never could have guessed the little boy King Japing spoke of as Grandmaster of Shang Moi. There I was, thinking we were only going to find regular Moas Master Bayou was an expert in designing clockwork houses and all the delicate buildings in Shang Mo camp are likely his doing. King Japing addresses him like a junior, which makes King Japing slightly older of the two. Considering Bayou is a disciple of Madame Wen Jin, how old is His Highness, and how did they all live so long? Art of Chess. Tale of the Two Fishes. Yeah, some of her drawings are adorable. Whistling Sands. Phantoms. Nation of Women. There was one with yeah, this is the one I was looking for, the 100 Years of War. I mean, I'll look at the others, but 100-year war between the fishes. A rice of pipple. Alright, let's throw down a save. Preparing for the final battle. Alright. So we're gonna want to keep preparing for the final battle, like a save for that. Because it's just by now, if I accidentally save over and it turns out I do lose the ability to do those DLCs, then hell, maybe that's where we decide once and for all I'm not doing those DLCs. But my intention is to, at least, I haven't decided yet. I figured I should give them a try, but because I tried them way early before we had party members and obviously got crushed.
Mm-hmm. 必须找到方法，打散他们阵势才行。扰乱敌军这事，吉朋大王特别擅长，不如您飞下去一趟。
都到这关头了，阿修怎么还在说笑？
香儿，知道啊，就是到这关头，咱们才
不如子旭和大王一块下去，兵分两路，搞不好更有成效。
Because we need you to.
那我就和红姐姐在山上待着，见机行事。
好呀。
我怎觉得你俩开始联合
What
起
the
来
hell? I
讨
need
好
my
我？
lady friends to distract enemies. Man, he must be turning that wheel really hard to get that thing to move.
这就是天火炮吗？好惊人！
Well, I guess I lost the ladies. But anyway, I was just thinking with DLCs. Not every game does like I like the way that Fallout 3 did DLCs, where there was a little bit of sliding scale and difficulty depending on level, and there was like broadly. Oh, never mind. They are coming with me. I thought they were leaving me behind. So there was a little bit of you can do these, but I mean, what I'm trying to get at is that you could do things earlier in the story than the end. Like the DLCs were not necessarily meant to be done before you finish the main story. You could do them early and get cool items and shit, which DLCs just don't seem to have forgotten all about that concept these days. And it's like, oh, here's something you can do after the main story if you want. The other option, and I never even finished either of them, which is strange now that I think about it, because I like the main game. You do DLCs like Grand Theft Auto 4 did, where it's like a completely separate standalone story, set in the same world and using some of the same supporting characters. Mount Yao. From here, I could see Legion Army at its finest. Their battle formation was truly something to behold, stationed in front of a dam. They had a gigantic machine next to one that looked like a towering city with a meteor cannon fixed at the top of this machine. If anything were to go wrong here, Kuyang would surely be razed to the ground. I feel like I might have missed loots, but loots in this game are always smithing materials, and I don't know, I'm gradually just... I think I'll be okay if I miss some loots at the beginning of this zone. That really kind of looked like it was a side path, and then I wasn't so sure. I mean, I might have missed a little store where the guy goes meow, meow, and sells like awesome recipes, but there's an awful lot of just like all you can do is go straight along the path. Like, it's very Final Fantasy 14-ish, and it's like lengthy paths. But even Final Fantasy 14 had a little bit more. Kinda doubt I was supposed to be able to avoid combat here. Because if I was, I certainly didn't do it. A little help here, party members? Nobody else seems to be fighting. Because I was doing good, and then suddenly I wasn't. It's a shoe camp that got green, because green in Chinese history to me means Shu Han, even if it doesn't actually mean that in the real world at all. This is where I just came up from, right? Yeah, okay. So... very exciting music playing, it's all very dramatic. Well, I got no money, so that makes this difficult. What is he selling anything fancy pants? Fine wine, distinct aroma. Drinking it while hiking will give you a nostalgic feeling. Crystal has a fire-like pattern. Huh. Doesn't really, I can't even tell what these things do. Oh, but never mind. It says not enough Chuans, but it also says Emoti holding one, so never mind. Nephrite, Jedi, Vermilion Jade, Rough Hide, Hardened Leather. He's usually selling something that you can't get anywhere else. Nope, this guy is just selling potions. That's cool. I don't mind at all. I got 20-something of the rinky-dink potions, and the more expensive potions are, well, they're more expensive, and I don't have a lot of money.
骑士李军
They've dammed this river for transporting, okay.
既然如此，我们就用这些水杀他们个措手不及。
Flicked the flood.
打开闸门，启动机关，干扰天火炮。
Of course, there's always a flood attack. We can use this to defeat Lubu at Whitegate Castle. Or Whitegate Tower, or whatever, yeah. It's always a flood attack, guys. Always a flood attack. Get Guo Jia to help us figure it out. I was kind of hoping I could stun you. Late in activating that. Oh well. Yeah, I took a lot of damage. I must have the thing equipped where I'm getting got the area. I might want to switch to Tiger while fighting these generic warriors. But I must have the thing where I get increased attack, allow absorb bleeding. Attack, resist. Killing an enemy recovers 20 health. Yeah, I thought I must have that because I am getting health back without actually taking potions, which is good. I am about that. Because I do kind of wonder if I should have more. I think I should be able to open that gate. And you know what, I was going to buy more potions, but forget it. If I find myself running through potions against a boss. Deluxe healing potions are what I need. I need to use these instead, because these are really expensive. I need to just, yeah, I've got 50 plus of those, and I should be using them anyway, because we're at near the end of the game. And if I get to the DLC and we start needing this stuff, I can grind for cash if I need it to buy potions. Let's see what kind of chit-chat we can have here. Human miasma lingers in the air. Always miasma.
什么不寻常的？
It's like the first season of Inuyasha when that monkey face guy kept showing up, and I was barely following the story, so I kept saying, "Oh, monkey face guy. That must mean miasma's gonna be around." Didn't we tell her about dark hornets before? And like she was wondering if we were making it up.
然后偷偷钻进耳朵或鼻子里。
阿修，
怎么了？
这个故事。
What little girl doesn't like to hear about secret mystery hornets burrowing into your nose?
好吧，那就不说了。
I'm surprised that she doesn't want to hear more about hornets burrowing into your nose and laying eggs. All little girls love that kind of talk, I thought. Okay. I don't know how much time we got left in this video. I call it a little early, it'll make it easier to time out the next one. And I am in the wrong window. Oh yeah. I think the recorder is still working, but Windows is not happy right now. But it's a little too early to call it a video. Alright, so we'll go for another, like, couple minutes. I don't want to raise the specter of videos getting eaten because I've had good luck with that recently, but if everything processes as it's supposed to, things should be pretty easy. How do I switch? Yeah, L2 switches stances. Okay. Go for Tiger. Alright, I got a couple of souls out of that. Somebody was shooting at us. It was these guys. I thought somebody else was shooting at us. Oh no, Robo Warriors, I should have known. Not sure why I'm surprised at this, that they've been a part of every regular force for a while now. Can I get up, please? Not being able to see where the hell I'm going is being a little bit of a problem. Ow! Oh, Sorcerer Lady is still hanging out. That would be why I'm getting nailed with some of that stuff. Took out the Robot Warrior before I even took out that shield guy. Okay. Robot Warrior. I mean, they're big clockwork, but they're clearly like mecha. I mean, I don't know what else to call them. Besides Robot Warriors, what other name could there possibly be for these foes? Robot Warriors. Alright, so I'm not noticing a lot of, like, usable or breakable pots that usually have, like, Xuan and stuff in them. Oh, that's Hong. It's like, oh, there's some mysterious red enemy that's lying down. Oh, never mind, it's Hong. She got knocked on her ass. And what a fine ass it is. Alright, guys. Now I think I've probably hit a point where I can call it a video. So when we come back next time, we will continue fighting our way through what's presumably one of the final just regular enemies that you fight sections in the game. Because we're out of warp zones, and I would imagine at the end we'll have, like, bosses and shit. I don't know. I gotta stop predicting this game. I think I've been saying the game is about to end for, like, the last 30 videos or so. But, as far as I know, we're trying to stop the man... You know what? I really gotta stop saying the game's almost over. Like, we're not just trying to stop this, meteor cannon. Like, we're supposed to get our sister her body back. It seems like there's a lot left. But I don't know how much gameplay is left. Maybe this game is setting itself up for Xuan Yuan Sword 7-2, where we'll have Taishi Jiang and, oh god, I'm blanking on her name, the girl in red. And they'll get, like, a third party member who's a girl, and they'll be going around, like, collecting dress spheres and having different outfits and shit. And, Taishi Zhao will be, you know, dead, I guess. But they can bring it back to life if you play through the game multiple times and see all the paths. I don't know, but we'll find out what happens in the sequel if we play the sequel, if there is one. And I'm not sure that there will be. I'm not 100% sure that I'd go out and get it. Another Xuan Yuan sword game. This is fun, but I don't know. I've got really mixed feelings about this game, but I hope it's interesting, and I hope you tune in next time. Bye-bye.